Good morning, good evening, and good afternoon. Welcome to Venezuela. Hello. How's everyone doing? Just getting distracted by the stovetop. Hello. How you doing? You lost everything? You gambled all your Molly dollars? I thought there was a max. You feeling better? I'm feeling good. Yeah, I had been weird the last few days. I had another headache again last night, just random, just came on all of a sudden. No, I kept some. I'm exaggerating. Never. Impulsively exaggerating? Never. I'm kidding. So, I'm feeling better. Thank you for asking. So, I'm sorry for cancelling Monday's stream, but I kind of needed... I was just like walking around like this, and then I just had to go to sleep, and then it was a day. But we streamed yesterday morning, which was nice. Some days are like that. It was not a full-blown migraine. It was just a headache yesterday on Monday. But those things can turn real quickly. But my university advisors from Venezuela, sick days are allowed, thank you. I don't like doing them, but sometimes I have to. And that's why I made sure that I streamed yesterday. And we got some good work done. I'm really enjoying making the website. I made some really big changes yesterday afternoon, like last night. And I'm really enjoying making the website, and I'm so excited for it to all come together. Today we are doing Venezuelan food. It was inspired by, obviously, the Olympics, Paralympics on. We're going to do some different cuisines. I don't know if he used the Miss Molly Around the World logo, but it's pretty cool logo. We'll put it in the... I don't think we announced, because we usually do it on Monday mornings, do the schedule for the week. So today is Venezuelan food, inspired by the Olympics and everything, but also we got a redemption from Beware, I think, which was for this dish that I cannot name. It is basically getting moist brownies. Every time I make them, they feel like I'm eating powder concrete. You need to way overcook them. Like, they should be like a little bit of a jiggle still inside. When you put a toothpick or something, it comes out like pretty still, like with lots of specks on it. The key to brownies is undercooking them. There's a bug. Okay. So this dish... okay, so it's steak with black beans and rice, but it's called Poblano Criollo. How do I pronounce it, Beware? Hello, everybody. Welcome in. Won't that be lava cake? So you want it to... you want the brownie to be like firm, like firmed up, so it's not jiggly and it's not it's not still batter, but it needs to be like undercooked in the middle. And then as it cools, the residual temperature will heat it down, like cook the eggs and everything. But then it solidifies and sets, and it will be fudgy inside. It's the important part. Okay, so this redemption is called Pablon, P-A-B-E-L-L-O-N, Pablon, Criollo, C-R-I-O-L-L-O, con tiadas, T-A-J-A-D-A-S. So we're going to be making this recipe. I've got one from Spruce Eats, and basically it's black beans and rice and steak. Can someone type that for us? Yep, I can. Hold on. I'll give you the recipe. How about that? So we're gonna figure out how to make it. Oh, it's gonna be delicious. Pablon de criolla. And then we're making arepas, Venezuelan arepas. And I also have on the menu, hold on, why isn't this refreshing? Mi laptop. Good morning, what are we making? We're just trying to figure out how to pronounce it. Pueblos criollo de... Por Venezuela's, yeah. It's... when I lived in Brazil, there was a Venezuelan that was on exchange as well, came to Brazil. Lovely, lovely human. You know, I've never met a Venezuelan that I haven't liked. Unfortunately, going through a lot of issues at the moment with their politics and things, but hopefully it all works out and yeah. But today is about deliciousness. Tiramisu brownies, eventually we're gonna make tiramisu brownies probably, maybe on next week. I have thought about making tiramisu brownies before, but I wasn't sure how they would store and like, are you stuffing the arepas? I thought so. What do you think? I was thinking cheese, and then we could use the beef that we cook and stuff them as well, like the beef and onions and bell peppers. So this is, here we go. This is what we're gonna try and make. This is the recipe that I found from Spruce Eats. I think it's gonna be delicious. We love rice. Beans are pretty good. Black beans, not as big a fan of, but I'll still eat them. And then steak with like onions and bell peppers or capsicum. What do you mean store? That would be eaten immediately, probably. And then we have arepas. Sound my Australian accent, arepas. And then there is bonillos, which are kind of like a donut. I didn't know what else, if anyone recommends a Venezuelan dessert, but I had bonillos de yuca, but I just remembered that I went yesterday and I couldn't find any cassava. So I couldn't find any fresh yuca, which is like cassava, but we got cassava flour, or we just do something else. I couldn't find proper, what are they called? I couldn't find proper plantains. So I've got these like faux plantains from the Philippines. My lady loves black beans. I don't get the hype. I prefer brown beans. Like in Brazil, I eat a lot of beans for lunch was the main meal. We had a lot of beans, but they're always like these brown, not kidney beans, but like I don't know what variety of beans they're called, but they're like brown. Have you ever made kangaroo on stream? We have. 2 times, I think. I'm not a fan of eating it. Our dogs actually eat kangaroo. Pinto, maybe pinto, that sounds familiar. Okay, so kangaroo is very, very gamey, very high in iron, so it's very rich. It is a bit too rich. Like I like duck and I like venison, but I don't really like the flavor of kangaroo. And in Australia, they're deemed as kind of like a pest. So the wild ones are culled and then they go into dog meat. Then you can get the more expensive, like the farmed kangaroo, and then you can have them for human consumption, and they're in the grocery store, and it's a bit quite. I don't know the price compared to beef, but it's more expensive. A lot of people love it. It's very lean meat, so it's good for like high protein, low fat. So A5 kangaroo, yeah. All right, before we continue, let's go back to last time on show we did on the last stream, which was Friday. We had pizzas. It wasn't my best pizza stream, to be honest. We used leftover dough. And the flavors, I didn't think were fantastic. That was okay. But I honestly ate one piece of or 2 pieces of the chocolate orange, and then I didn't eat any more. This is why I'm reinforcing that Exceed and I don't really like dessert pizza. This was good. This was broccoli, camembert, chicken, kind of like a roast chicken dinner. They had Brussels sprouts. It was good. The mushroom was nice. This was chocolate and orange with candied orange. But the dough wasn't fantastic. It was some leftover dough. And then we also did the dough using 3 ingredients. So like 4 ingredients: plain flour, baking powder, yogurt, and oil. And that was that. Turned out the first one was really good, but then Exceed ate it all. He mungered all of it. He ate. Italian is a munger, eat. But all over it was good. It was a good stream. We're going to do pizza again on Friday. We need to make dough today as well. Before we continue, let's do deep dive into Discord. Have you ever had lion's mane? No, I've never had lion's mane. I heard that there's huge amount of lion's mane benefits in lion's mane, like the powder. I learnt that mainly from Clarkson's farm. They were dehydrating lion's mane. But no, I wouldn't even know where to buy it from. Different varieties of mushroom can be on the higher end, but I do like oyster mushrooms. We did grow them ourselves once in the pantry. That was a lot of fun. Freaked my husband out. He didn't like the look of growing mushrooms. Has anyone else grown mushrooms before? There's kits on Amazon, yeah. I got one from the farmer's market. And we grew, I think they were grey oyster mushrooms. They were really yummy. Okay, let's show what everyone's cooking and eating. And I want to hear about your week. What have you been up to? So Sam's office did International Food Day. So International Food, you got some Domino's pizza. There's some chips. Then we've got Nepalese dumplings called momos. Fried momos are better than the steamed momos. They're so good. We lived on them when we were in Tamil in Nepal. Dokla, I think that's how you pronounce it. Indian state of Gujarat native dish. There's a hint of spicy on the aftertaste, which is unique. Okay, I don't know what this is exactly. Hey Google, what is Dokla?
According to Wikipedia, Doppler ultrasonography is medical ultrasonography that employs the Doppler effect to perform imaging of the movement of tissues and body fluids and their relative velocity to the probe.
Okay. And then the brown one on the side is Kacintha, which similar to Indonesian Kulumpong. I didn't try this. The inner one with purple and green is called Kakanin, which tastes nice and sweet. The middle white one with cheese on top is Pichi Pichi. 3 Filipino desserts made from sticky glutinous rice. Okay. Nice. I like it. Filipino food. Yum. Grumpy celebrating Friday with an espresso martini with some, is that cough syrup in the background? The kid's been sick again. Look at that. Looks good. You're getting so good at them. So much foam. I like it. Kate's son Oliver turned 11, so she made a Deadpool cake. Look how good that is. She's so talented. Look. Vanilla sponge and chocolate buttercream. Nice. Looks so good. Hey, give her a look back. Oh, this is a cool video of peeling garlic. Magilla says, I got a body in ice in the tub. Turns out to be a whole lamb. Look at this. Look at that. Damn. I don't know how to get out of this. There we go. From one whole meat to now a vegetarian dish. From Nido, a vegetarian risotto. I would have liked it a bit more movement, but I'll reduce the cooking time. Oh, a bit more wet, a bit more movement. Reduce the cooking time next time I make it. Looks good. Looks good though. Just add some like stock or some cream or something. Give it some more movement. Yum. Then we got mi hun with curry faux mutton. Wow, fake lamb. Fried thin vermicelli noodles served with vegetarian curry mutton, bean curd skin, tofu, lettuce and egg with a side of roti. Oh my God, I thought that roti was the bean curd skin and I was like, oh, that doesn't look good. But if it's roti, then that looks good. What is bean curd skin? Is that the stuff that's like, you know how you get sushi and it looks like egg? Is that bean curd? I've been crushing on soup recently. You know how I've been like operation like get more veg in me through the eating. Pumpkin zucchini broccoli soup with a bit of sourdough, yum. And then I made cheesy broccoli soup with potato from All In Together, which was really good as well. Found this app called Too Good To Go, where you can order mystery bags of food from cafes at a big discount to stop food wastage, which is amazing. Got all this for $10. Look at that. $10. That's amazing. And Margot has been introduced to an almond croissant and she said, I'm over 30 now and it's taken me this long to realize how good an almond croissant is. And that means you got to get really excited for almond croissant blondies. Almond croissant, massive cinnamon donut, glazed donut, and a huge pizza focaccia. That's good. Be one of my go-tos for a veggie focus grub for soups. Getting more veggies in the diet. Try Indian food. Okay, that's good. Good idea. We do love Indian food. Indian breakfast is amazing. Look at this. This looks like he's, it reminds me of a Fallout. Like, it's just what is the dog in Fallout? That is your worst nightmare. What is, do you guys know what I mean? Like isn't it the dogs, like the radioactive dogs in Fallout? It looks like that. It's like they've got radiation poisoning. Please no. Not trying to sound mean, but I stay away from Chinese and Indian foods. Too many sauces and spices to keep. No, I love Chinese and Indians food. The sauces are the best. So good. But yeah, I get it. That you need a lot of ingredients for sure. Knife Clan. There's a lot of flavour that goes into Indian food and Chinese food. A lot of ingredients, a lot of spices. But once you've got them, they last pretty well. But you got to store them. Thai's also great. Yeah. My dad's at the end of the month going back to Thailand. Him and my mother-in-law, not mother-in-law, my stepmom. Give me some Thai tea. I'm very excited to get there one day. I've never been to Thailand and I hear about all the good seafood and street food. Kaz also went to a local bakery for the first time. Definitely going back. Upper left, chocolate sourdough babka. Upper right, coffee custard-filled croissant. Yum. Bottom, churro croissant covered in cinnamon sugar and filled with dulce de leche. Ooh, look at that. I'd probably eat the bottom one. What are you going for? The babka looks super sweet, but also like messy. Did you like get it on your fingers? So one thing, like the annoying thing about eating donuts, like when you have to hold on to them somehow, and they're sticky. Lebanese do amazing veggies as well. Well, keep these ideas coming. Maybe we do Lebanese next week. What do we think? We need Miss Molly around the world. We'll do more different cuisines. Get your redemptions in. Liz went to the Asians market to pick up some fun snacks for the weekend, and just my luck, they put out fresh kimbap. So, from my understanding, kimbap is like Korean sushi. Only $2 for the roll, and it was still warm. Salted vanilla pocky, seaweed salt chips of salt, mango cream soda, honey twist, and coconut pocky. Oh. Hold on. Seaweed and salt chips. Okay. Oh, there was an at in there. And in there. I get the buttermilk, the glaze is set, not sticky. Voodoo donuts. Oh, okay. I also have a few countries grouped up if you need a poll. Okay, tell me what you've got, and then we'll do a poll. I thought we could recreate this. It's basically a mozzarella stick. At the bottom is like chips or fries. The mozzarella kind of looks like a deep fried pineapple slice. It's a deep fried mozzarella ring. And then you break it, and then the cheese melts out of the ring, the breading, and then goes all over the chips. It looks pretty cool. Check it out. I can't play it for you. This one I can though. You can't hear the sound, but look how amazing that looks. That looks so good. That looks so good. How's Bells? How did you eat? What were your sides with your pork belly? That is fantastic. Give us your tips and tricks to how to get pork belly like that. Their stream sheet E group was Armenia, Belgium, Hungary, Latvia, Rwanda. Wow, they're very different. Okay, do that. And then how many can you do on a poll? How many can you do in a poll? Take out Latvia. Oh no. How many can you do in a poll? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Is 5 the only options on a poll? Because I want like Lebanese, but Armenian's pretty similar, isn't it? Am I allowed to say that? Rib fillet, chips and salad. Ooh, is that beetroot, Kate? Oh, good. It needs a sauce, but look at those grill marks. Yeah, 5. Okay. Guys, are you keen for Armenia, Belgium, Hungary, Latvia, Rwanda? I think we'll do it. Neato. Let's do that.
Delicious.
Huffles! Thank you for 17 months. Thank you for the resub. Thank you for being here. You asked for countries we don't normally do. True. This is very true. And yeah, very, very different. So let's go for it. Put up the poll. Chicken fajita bowl from Margalicious. I have a baking question. Go for it. Let me hear it. That looks great. Is that rice underneath, Mugs? It looks like rice. It looks good. It looks really good. I'm guessing you've done Greece recently. We did some Greek chicken the other day, but not really. Kate, meal prep for the next few days. Honey chicken, mac and cheese, and some spinach. Look at that. That looks really good. Nice work. Nice keyboard. Look at that keyboard. Huffle, what is your question? I'm here. Chicken enchiladas. The middle contains chicken, black beans, rice, enchilada sauce, slow cooked for 4 hours. Damn. So the difference between that and a chimichanga, because that looked to me like a chimichanga. Chimichangas are fried, right? Just because there's like not as much sauce. It looks good. I'm making cinnamon rolls, but I don't have all night to refrigerate the dough. Will I have to let the dough warm up before I roll out and bake? What recipe are you following? So you've made the dough. Let me know, like, tell me what you've done already, and then I'll yeah, tell me what you've done. And you're aiming to eat them in the morning? No, we're no Lebanese. We're just gonna we'll do stuff we haven't done before. The dough is made. I'm using a bread maker. Okay. So you've just made the dough, and the recipe says to leave it in the fridge overnight to rise, does it? Bake them tomorrow morning. Okay. And what is the time for you currently? Shock, look at this. 1,500 meters above sea level at 11.5 kilometer mountain hike. Porcini mushroom. Look at that. Cute photo. I like it. Very nice. It looks like parsley next to it. Okay, it's 9 p.m. Okay, and you want to bake them tomorrow morning. And where does the refrigeration come in? The recipe says to refrigerate it. How long ago did you make the dough? Like, has it been rising at all? Have you done a first proof or even no, it doesn't. Okay. So have you let that rise at all? This is some AI videos we were talking about yesterday on this mini stream. I think they want to make it tomorrow instead of tonight, so they want to night over the fridge. Yeah, I get it. I understand, but I'm just trying to understand some like situation to, yeah, I just started. Fantastic. So what you want to do is, I don't want to say the word if I get in trouble. What word? Why would you get in trouble? So, Huffle, I would let the dough rise. What time do you usually go to bed? Is it something that you want to go to bed now, or, you know, do you usually stay up till like midnight? Because you need to let the dough do a little bit of proofing, because you need to like activate the yeast and let that start to eat and do all the things. Okay, all right. Automod loves to bonk me for the word for holding bread overnight. Oh, retarding. Yeah. You could, I get you. Give me 2 seconds, Huffle, and let me just show you go through this, and then we'll discuss it. Tiramisu brownies, we're going to make these on stream next week. Looks good, thank you, Liz. I actually have about 30 different ideas for brownie flavors for the business, and tiramisu brownies was on them, but I wasn't sure how, if for the business, how we could make them and ship them. But this looks like a good variation of the one that I looked at. It's like baked in on top. Liz went to one of my bakeries in California, Ad Astra Bread. I like that name. Savory scone, raspberry pistachio Pop-Tart, plum Danish, and courgouman. Look at that. I'm excited to see how the whole business shaped up. Thank you. Getting there. Just waiting on the packaging, really, and the website. Mainly the packaging. Hey, Looms! Thank you so much for your help yesterday. This looks great. I'd eat that Pop-Tart. No, I'm not a Pop-Tart, normal Pop-Tart girl. I'll have my ones. I can't wait to get to this group. Vote Azerbaijan, Estonia, Kenya, Madagascar, Uganda. Wow. What are we at the moment? Guys, there's a poll up. Oh, no, it's not opening for me. Hold on. What country? Belgium. See, I assumed people would choose that because it's more well known. People like know the country Belgium and kind of know what to expect. I think Armenia would be really cool. Hungarian food, I've been to Hungary. Rwanda, I'm pretty interested in. Latvia, I didn't know what they eat. Is Latvia is it Eastern European? I'm assuming, I don't know exactly where Latvia is on a map. Kaz hibachi dinner. Look at that. Looks good. Miso dressing was a great idea. Yeah. Was it good? Would you make it again? Okay. I appreciate the conversation about cinnamon rolls and the post you did, Hell's Bells, but can we leave it until I finish with this? Then we can discuss it, because I'll have to scroll up and get that. Behold me carefully placing my lunch from the work pitch in my car footwell so I could go home and let the dog out and still enjoy the noms. Starting at the fork and going right. Okay, so here and then going right. Egg salad, chicken salad, churro cheesecake, some sort of meringue, bacon ranch cheese bowl, spam musubi, some kind of broccoli casserole thing, potato salad, jelly barbecue, what? Jelly barbecue meatballs? You're gonna have to explain that. Deviled egg, winners with the chicken salad, cheese bowl and cheesecake. Ooh, nice. So this is everyone bought like a potluck. Pitch in. I like it. Is it the end of the day? Is that why you were, is that why you're going home? Or is this midday? Nice. I love that idea. Hard to get a decent photo. I think this photo is great. But last night's dinner was baked salmon, roast potato, carrot with a dill and caper mayo. Oh, fancy. Salmon was cooked in the air fryer for 8 minutes at 200 degrees Celsius, 400 Fahrenheit. And it was so flaky and moist. Nice. Look at those veg. God damn. Oof. Yum. Yum, yum, yum. I vote for... All right. Thank you, everybody. So, Belgium is still winning the poll, okay? I vote Belgium because it's the land of my ancestors, plus the Belgians invented fries chips, yeah. Hungarian food looks so heavy with all the meats and pastas and things, it doesn't, but doesn't leave you overstuffed. Hungarian food is really delicious. Chicken paprikash, oh my God, so good. But I know them. Like, I'm surprised. Rwanda's got 3 votes. Belgium's got 6. Armenia's got 2. Vote in the poll. Vote in the poll. Okay, so Hellsbell says, from the recipe I follow, you make them overnight cinnamon rolls. Get to the point, the second rise. So yeah, you need to now let the dough sit and rise. Put it in a warm environment, like turn the oven on. Well, what I would do is get a mug of water, microwave it, put it in the microwave for 2 minutes, let that get like kind of steamy and warm, then put your bowl of dough in there and set it aside for like 30 to 45 minutes. Then what you're gonna do is take it out, knock it down, roll it out, fill your rolls, roll them up, cut them, put them on a tray or on your baking tray, however you wanna do it, cover it, then pop them straight into the fridge. Then when in the morning, take them out, put them in a nice warm environment again. So you need to get them into the microwave or even the oven, just at a really low temperature, like just warm it. Depends, it's summer for you. It might be warmer outside, like warmer in your house. And just warm them up to room temperature. and let them rise. So you want to let them rise for about an hour, then bake them. You need to let the dough needs to have 2 rises. So you need to rise the dough to activate, to allow the yeast to start eating and getting strong. Knock it down, start making your rolls. And then once they go into the fridge, you need another rise to wake up the yeast to start to eat the starches and the sugars, the fermentation to happen. And then you get yeast farts, and then those little air pockets will grow and rise to make a nice fluffy cinnamon roll. Next time, I would say start a little bit earlier, just so it allows yourself to have more time. And then what you can do is, my recommendation is start at like, say it's, would you say it's 9 now? Start at like 6, make your dough, rise, knock it down, let them ferment for a good hour on the bench, then put them in the fridge. So you want to get them nice and fluffy and light, then put them in the fridge. It'll slow down. They'll slowly rise the last bit. So you want to get them to about 80% and then put them in the fridge to slow down, to what we call is retarding the dough, slow it down. Then you can basically go from a cold oven into a cold fridge into a hot oven, and it will give it that last bit of puff. Yeah, so timing is a little bit tricky, but what happens is just think of refrigeration as like slowing down the process. It doesn't slow it down completely, but it also gives you better, easier digestion, because what happens is the yeast is feeding on the natural sugars, the natural carbohydrates of the flour, and they're releasing 2 things. Alcohol, so the alcohol is what gives us the sourness and the flavor, and it's also the byproduct is carbon dioxide. So carbon dioxide is going to give us air bubbles, and that's going to rise, and it's going to give us nice fluffy cinnamon rolls, but easier to digest and better flavor, better texture if you leave them in the fridge for longer. Same with bread dough. Jackie Pfeiffer says, read a recipe a minimum of 2 times front and back before attempting it. Always helps so much just to have it prepared a bit. Miss Molly says that too in Miss Molly Cookbook. Yep. Always read a recipe once, at least once to twice, and then you can understand it. It shows you how to break down a recipe. It's in here. Hold on. You go to okay. So if you turn to, first things first, ebook, like 12, 13 bucks. Physical book, you can get it as well, and it's shipped with a handwritten note from me. So this is a guide to getting you started in the kitchen. Heaps of tips and tricks in the first section: meat cuts, shopping list, budgeting. One of the things in here is recipes. So how to read a recipe, reading recipes. It's a whole section on reading recipes here. And it says, preparing, understanding, and completing a recipe requires looking ahead and thoroughly reading the recipe before getting started. Save yourself from a cooking fail. We've all been there. By following these tips on how to best read a recipe. Read through the recipe twice to make sure that you understand it. Can you perform all the techniques and understand the terms used? Look at the recipe serving or the yield. Is this the number of servings you want? Should you cut all the ingredient amounts in half or double? Do you have all the necessary equipment and ingredients? Do you have any dietary restrictions? Do you have the ingredients? Use a substitution chart 2 pages over to assist. Do you have enough time before serving to prepare and make the recipe? Do you need to make any part of the recipe ahead of time? Do you need to use an ingredient such as oil or butter at different stages in the recipe so that you don't make the mistake of adding all of the ingredient all at once? I've done that before. Do you need to preheat the oven or make space for leftovers? Begin salivating over the recipe photo. So little tips and tricks like that. There's recipe conversions, so whole charts of measurement conversions, liquid like Celsius, Fahrenheit, ounces, all that type of thing. We had a graphic designer create all these, and Exceed, safety guide, how long to keep chicken or fish in the fridge for, how to cook it, like temperature to cook it to, and tips and tricks. There's stuff in here for freezing and defrosting, how to freeze safely and defrost safely, how long you can keep things in the fridge for or freezer for, so fruit and veggies and like bacon, 4 months, eggs and dairy, what not to freeze. There's a whole guide here on, not that they won't freeze, but it's basically they won't really defrost the same way that you get them. What temperature to set your freezer at. Then you've got yeast, how to activate yeast, what is happening with yeast, the difference of proofing, keeping warm, additives, things like that. It's all in there. First, thank you for putting a conversion guide like that in there. When I first got back into cooking and baking, I had to make a conversion sheet for the side of my fridge. Yeah, a lot of people, if you buy the ebook, people have printed them out and just put it on their fridge or laminated it, especially the shopping list. We created like a shopping list for you. You can print that out. It's available. There's a link that you get that is like an A3 version. Yeah, so if you haven't seen this, check out the ebooks. Okay, so let's get into some food. We're gonna have to make these. So this only takes 2 hours and 15 minutes, but they are using flank steak. I don't have flank steak, so I'm using a different steak. We're gonna make rice. It says 2.5 hours. I don't know why you need that long. 2 hours and 45 minutes. Maybe they're cooking the rice. Okay, so we're gonna cook beans. We're gonna cook white rice, and then we've got a can of black beans. But I think we should make the arepas first. Has anyone ever had arepas before? Venezuelan arepas? Yeah, that's true. Neato. Speaking of that, I should get a mat out. Guys, how's everyone's week been? What have you been up to? Where's everyone been? What'd you get up to on the weekend? Anyone celebrate Father's Day? Did you do anything? Did you stay home? Can some of that be cooked in your pressure cooker to reduce cooking time? Yes, that's what we're gonna do. I never cook rice in a pot anymore. Always in the pressure cooker. Always. So we can't put it on the back anymore for today. Well, you can, but we'll go with that. Yeah. I might just put it around here. Oh my gosh, I just pulled the PowerPoint out of the wall. Okay. All right. I spent it was Labor Day, right? Doing basically nothing, recovering from house stuff. I hope you're doing better. I hope you're doing okay. Kangaroo steak? Nah. How are you, Kerry? I cook mine in the microwave in packets in 2 minutes. Does that make you sad? No, not at all. You do you, boo. Do you have a pressure cooker? Okay, white rice. So I buy my rice. Basmati rice. Okay, it's lower GI. It means that it's better for your glucose levels. So if you're going to eat white rice, I think it's a better one for you, if you're into that. If you don't care, doesn't matter. Okay. Today is whole wheat Pullman loaf. Made pie crust and made some little tarts, frangipane center, core of basil strawberry, yum. Vanilla poached strawberry on top, covered in some whipped cream. That sounds delicious. First time trying a stabilized whipped cream. Did you enjoy it? Was it good? Sometimes I add a little bit of butter to your rice. Cool, cool. Okay, so we're gonna rice like that. Oh, I might do double because a bit more than I was expecting. Because tomorrow's Thursday and we're getting our laundry installed, but it means that like I won't want to really be out of my office. There'll be noise and stuff. So if I can prepare and have leftovers for lunch, that'll be great. Bad thing is this silicone mat's non-stick, non-slip. So the rice isn't coming off. I did the gelatin version. Oh, I've never done stabilized cream with gelatin. I always do with powdered sugar. All right, so rice in there, like that. Then same vessel, we're gonna add some water. So just over, like, so if we're using 1 cup of rice, we're going to use 1 1/4 cups of water, like that. And then the big important thing here is flavor, okay? Chicken stock, beef stock, salt, whatever you want, it needs to have flavor. So I use a beautiful chicken stock here. I'm going to go 2 teaspoons of that. Flavor. The rice should be really yummy on its own, not just as an accompaniment. Like plain boring white rice, it's crap. And then if you want to, add a bit of butter, but you can add this at the end as well and fluff it up through there. All right, give it a little zhuzh, mix around like that. Lock it. Then we're just gonna pressure cook it for 4 minutes. Okay, that is gonna go maybe around here. Okay, arepas. So we need something called masa arepa, which is a little bit different to masa haringa. Masa haringa. So this is masa haringa, which is like almond meal, kind of what they make corn tortillas out of, but there's no gluten in this, so we need to add something to it to kind of make it stop being so crumbly. Oh, and a layer of pastry cream in the above the compote. Ooh, that sounds good. Isn't eating, it's like a bowl of pudding. Which I'm figuring out is what to do with the leftover pastry cream. Okay. You got your full attention, fantastic. Hey, Grumpy, we're just talking about how good Rice Baby is. So that's the recipe from our cookbook, All In Together. It's called Rice Baby, showing you how to make pressure cooker rice. It's so easy, so good. It's delicious. You should be able to eat it on its own. That's why one of my big rules in my house is that, or in my cooking, is that side dishes should be delicious on their own. They should be yummy to eat. You shouldn't have to put rice with curry for it to be tasty. You should be able to eat both together. Yum. Okay, so Venezuelan arepas are flat, round, savory corn patties. So you can stuff them or you can eat them on their own, like kind of like a tostada type thing. So you can fill them with meat, cheese, almost anything. So this recipe is from African Bites. This is the recipe that I'm using. Okay. So we need masa arepa. So we don't have that. So we only have honey. Oh, maybe I do. The recipes, the brand is called Pan. Specialty flour in Latin American sections. Okay. We're going to stuff them with cheese. Any other suggestions for flavors that you want to do? This is what they look like. Next time we do this for next week's, what one, by the way? Was it Belgium? Okay, so this is what they look like. So they're kind of like corn flatbread type thing. You can stuff them, put them on top, or you can stuff them. We're going to stuff them with some cheese. Look how good. It's going to be so yummy. How is, okay, I want to, a lot of you might know, how is an arepa different to a pupusa? Because they seem pretty similar. Rosalie, are you there? You have arepas in Puerto Rico? Okay, so we need cheese. This cheese. And then we're going to add our steak. So we're going to make our steak that goes with our beans and rice. And then that is going to be also filled inside. No? No? Nothing like an arepa? Or a tortilla, pupusa? Yeah, that's all right. Flour, steak, cheeses. So we've got like a cheddar and a mozzarella, flavor and pull stringy. Pretty sure it was Belgium. I was out of the room when it ended. Okay. Steak, capsicum or bell pepper, red, of course. And then we'll add some onion. While both are corn-based dishes, they can be filled with various ingredients. The main difference is the origins, preparation methods, and typical ways of serving. Arepas are more versatile and can be enjoyed at any meal, while pupusas are a specialty Salvadorian cuisine, often served as a street food. Okay, thank you for that. Thank you for taking the time to do that. Came to get onion. My onions are growing legs. This one. They're sprouting. Puerto Rico, you can find baleados or empanadas, but they're different, is that right? They're similar texture to arepas, made from masa corn dough and often filled with various ingredients like cheese, meats. Other dish resembling a fried tortilla is called a frito or frituros. Okay, so similar things. I miss the pupuseria in my old town, so good. I got introduced to pupusas by Lilibet, one of our lovely mods. I'd never heard them before. I didn't even know, what they were, never heard of them. And they're so yum. I am trying to find my onion chopping glasses. I'm perfect for you. Nito broke everything. I can eat an unflattering amount. I want to know. So Baker says I can eat an unflattering amount of pupusa. What is a food that you can eat like an unflattering amount of? Like you could eat so much that it's better that you bring it home to eat, or you don't eat it in public. Like, do you know the beef carpaccio sushi that is on the site? I make that maybe like once a month, and I will, if it's still on the plate, I will just keep eating it, and I will eat about 8 or 9 pieces, and you feel so, but you can just find space. Exceed is shocked every time. And I'm talking like pieces like that. And even more. I think my record is like 12 in a sitting. It's so good. What can you eat? What is a favorite snack of yours that you just eat and eat and eat? until you just like can't stop. Gnocchi, yeah. There we go. So, chopping this and Venezuelan. So it says I need to seeing how to cut these, dice it. Dumplings, what type of dumplings? A snack, Doritos. Oh, Doritos are really hard to stop. Something happened to me yesterday and I don't know what did it. I don't know if it's the salt intake or I got home yesterday from Exceed and I went up to a meeting and then we came home. I dropped him off because he had to go back to work and I went to find the plantain, went out to the grocery store and I picked up this like packet of chips that was Texas Roadhouse beef. And I ate them really quickly, some in the car, and then I took them to my mum and stepdad's house and we were eating them and I think I ate them, I don't know if I ate them too quickly and it was too much salt or it was maybe the MSG, I don't know. But then like I was talking to my stepdad and then all of a sudden I got this massive headache and it wouldn't go away with ibuprofen. I had to take paracetamol as well. And I was thinking of like Doritos as well. Maybe that's massive salt on like an empty stomach. Because I've been getting headaches more frequently this last week. And so it's like Doritos. It just, you made me like think of it like, you know when something is so moreish, you're like, I'll just have one or two, and then you just like, it's like salty, sweet yumminess. You just can't stop eating. Yeah, that quick salt intake can knock the body for a loop sometimes, especially if not hydrated beforehand. Yeah. Okay, press this. So we've got our onions, and all we're gonna do is we're just gonna slice them like this. I'm gonna do them a bit larger than usual so that we can see them. It's kind of like, it looks a bit almost like a fajita with the sliced onions and peppers. So we're just gonna go like that. And okay, we'll go here as well. A little bit of oil. A little bit of oil there. Does anyone remember? Have you been paying attention? What was my trick for caramelized onions last week? Does anyone remember? What helped make amazing, quick caramelized onions? Baking soda, baking soda. Yes. How's bells? You got it. Great work. It is a little pinch, tiny, tiny pinch of baking soda. Benito's just thinking about bacon, how to cook bacon. Yeah. Speaking of that, he was meant to come on stream this week. Wasn't he? I haven't been able to see him. I went to see him yesterday, but he wasn't there. He was having a sleepover at a friend's house. Can you believe it? That stream was over a week ago. Okay, onions. I don't think we need to do all that. What does the baking soda do? Good question. Hey Google, what does baking soda do to onions?
On the website SeriousEats.com, they say
that.
baking soda makes the onions more alkaline, which speeds up the browning reactions necessary for properly caramelized onions.
There we go. So a tiny pinch of of baking soda changes the pH and it helps caramelize the onions in minutes rather than like hours. I can't believe you remember the baking cookies joke. Making cookies joke. That is so good, beware. Mind blown. Yeah, it's food science, baby. Hey Google, tell me about Venezuela.
According to Wikipedia, the free encyclopedia, Venezuela, officially the Bolivarian Republic of Venezuela, is a country on the northern coast of South America, consisting of a continental landmass and many islands and islets in the Caribbean Sea. It comprises an area of 916,445 square kilometers, and its population was estimated at 29 million in 2022.
Wow. Hey Google, what's a fun fact about Venezuela?
I read on BusinessInsider.com that on Christmas Day in Caracas, Venezuela, people rollerblade to church because the roads are closed.
That's so cool. That's so cool. All right. Beware, you haven't really called your friend to watch me, have you? I'm so nervous. I'm following a recipe from Spruce Eats. So if they want to give me any tips or tricks. Have you eaten this dish? Okay. All right. My stepsister wants to tune in. She's Venezuelan. No, it's all good. It's all good, Michaela. It's all good. It's all good. You don't need to do that. She's made Venezuelan empanadas. So what's the difference between an empanada and what are we doing? Hold on. A arepa. What's the difference between an empanada and a arepa? Arepa. All right. So salt, and then we're going to add a pinch. When I'm saying a pinch, I mean like the littlest child pinch you can think. Like, think of like that tiny, even that less, just a little pinch of baking soda, okay? Is it an empanada? Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah, an empanada is like a pasty, yes. Look at that. They start to change colour. Okay, so we can take these beautiful glasses off now. Why does it look good when you eat, even daggy glasses, you put them on your head like this and it just looks good. I don't know, it just looks better. Like I don't really wear sunglasses, but I've been trying to wear them better for my eyes and stop like going like this and squinting when I drive. So I bought glasses and they're way too big for my face, but put them on your head. You just look like your coolness just goes up, 1 or 2 levels. See? So cool, so fresh and so clean. Look how big they look for my face. I'm being sun smart, okay? Slip, slop, slap, rap. You and Americans wouldn't understand that. So slip, slop, slap. Hey Google, what is slip, slop, slap?
According to Wikipedia, slip, slop, slap is a mnemonic slogan for reducing unhealthy sun exposure by slipping on a shirt or rash guard, slopping on sunblock, and slapping on a sun hat.
So then it became, there was like a whole ad for it, an ad campaign when we were kids. It was slip, slop, slap. Then it was slip, slop, slap, rap. And then it was slip, slop, slap, rap, slide. So you slip on a rashi, slop on some sunscreen, slap on a hat. Then it was wrap on some sunglasses, you wrap them on, and then slide on your shoes, something like that. Because Australia, the sun is brutal in Australia. We have the highest occurrence of skin cancers, melanoma, in the world. Oh, piss off, that's too complicated. Just slip, slop, slap, wrap, slide. Slip, slop, wrap, slide. Slip, slop, slap, wrap, slide. But yeah, it's huge in Australian culture about sun protection. So just get dressed, yeah. But there was always rules when you were in primary school that no hat, no play. If you didn't bring your hat to school, you weren't allowed to go outside. The 3 was easy. Adding the wrap and slide made it get muddled, totally. Slip, slop, slap. Slip, slop, slap, slide. Yeah, I don't know what it is now, but that was like in the 90s kid stuff. Okay, so our rice is now cooked. Chopped onions, stock, cumin, garlic powder, vinegar, butter, tomatoes. Are they tomatoes not? This whole time I thought it was capsicum. It was tomatoes. Oops. Sorry, Venezuela. I saw the red and I thought that was, oh my goodness. We'll put tomatoes in there too. Whoops. Gasolina, Daddy Yankee from Venezuela. Put some Venezuelan music on. Where I live in the Yukon also has brutal sun, whereas there's an ozone hole there too. And in the summer, the sun is shining almost 24 hours. Whoa. Yukon. Is that where the potatoes grow? That's why they're called Yukon Gold, because they get so much sun. I'll admit I learned most of my Down Under knowledge from Aussie Man reviews. Oh gosh. That's like people learning about Australia from Steve Irwin. DY, Daddy Yankee, is my island. Puerto Rico. Oh, rest in peace, Fat Man Scoop. I saw that he collapsed on stage. Is that what happened? Is that what happened? All right, I'm just getting the seeds out of this tomato. So you just get Yukon, Oklahoma. Oh, okay. Hey, better learning from Crocodile Dundee. True. So just go like that. Take the seeds out. Bang. So knife there. Take this off. About an hour from me. And Loom lives near the place where the Olympics kayaking's. I'm so jealous. I'm so excited for 4 years' time. That's going to be amazing. Exceed and I are talking about, we mentioned that we would love to go to the Olympics in Brisbane. That'd be really cool. May he rest in $100 bills. Scoop it up. Scoop it up. Hey, Chess. Can you smell the steak, can you? Brisbane meetup? Yeah. Sounds good. Okay, so how old will your kids be, Grumpy, in 2032? You'll have teenagers. How's that feel? He's doing great. Now, Chess is doing fantastic. Thank you for asking. He has a checkup in 2 weeks, I think.
Mail.
I think the 17th or something like that. And that means this time next week, he will be with us for an extra 11 months. It's nearly been, can you imagine, like it's nearly been 12 months in October since he collapsed. Like that is just, we were told to bring him home, love him and let him go. That's the words that she said exactly. And now he's fit and chunky and healthy. We're very, very lucky. G will be 12, I think, and Cora 9. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Okay. So into here, we're gonna add in the spices. Okay, we're just, oh, okay. I'm doing mine a little bit different to theirs because theirs was a pot flank steak and they're like pot roasting it, like simmering it. We aren't doing that. We're using a different type of steak. I couldn't get flank steak. So it's same but different, okay? Then cumin, garlic, vinegar, salt. Yeah. Okay, so cumin. Garlic. Bit of pepper. And then what? Stock powder. Okay. This is chicken stock powder. Interesting. Like that. And then we need to get some vinegar. Look at this. Smells delicious. Okay, turn the heat off. I need vinegar. I'm just going to use like a red, oh, sorry buddy, a red wine vinegar. And then, oh, that's not what I want. I'm going to grab the beans. And something that I've never, ever, ever done is cook plantains. Where's my can of beans? Huh? Are they on the bench? Do your best. There it is. Okay. Yum. Look at that. The vinegar. It's the same happened when we made that other dish. What was it? Oh, thank you, Roselli. What was that? The Peruvian steak dish we made a few months ago, and it had vinegar in it. It was just so something that I would never do. Are you twice cooking them? What are the 2 ways of cooking them? I DM'd Exceed about a song request not working. I think he fixed them. Lomo saltada, that's it. Okay. Black beans and steak. So I'm going to use chopping board here. Go here. Here comes the poodle. Okay. So we're going to really thinly slice this. I don't need to wash my, oh yeah. So when I'm cutting steak things, I like to have a clean hand and a dirty hand. So I touch the steak with both hands. I'm going to wash them. But your knife hand, where you're chopping, this should be clean. You should only touch with your left hand or your non-dominant hand. because then you can put your knife down and then do everything else, like stir or whatever. It's a good habit to get into. So we're going against the grain, and we're just going to finely slice. Everything will be alright. Whoop. Like that. Beautiful. So I couldn't find proper plantains yesterday. The place that I usually go to, the Asian grocer, said that they don't sell them anymore because no one used to buy them. So the bananas that they're special bananas, they're kind of like plantains, he said, that come from the Philippines, and they're steamed already, and then you pan fry them, he said. So it's like very similar. Shh. Someone here. Shh, 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 shh. Who's it? Shush, shush, shush. Shh. Who is it? Come on. Oh. What's this? Oh. Two big things of dog food. Ziwi. You're the most expensive dog ever, Mr. Chester. Okay. I was thinking the savor, boiled, and then bake fried. Bake fried, what does that mean? Thanks for bringing the green screen out. I have missed it. I do really love it. It is just a lot of upkeep, for like getting images and getting them, tweaking it every time for Exceed. So that's why we don't do it as much, but I do love it. If we either have to, even leaving it up all the time and not moving it, what happens is the camera moves slightly, the lighting changes, and then it starts to flicker around the edges. Dora cost me over $1,000 the first year of her life. Silly cat, oh my goodness. Was that medical bills? What was in that? House bills, no worries. Did you finish earlier last Wednesday? You were already gone when I got back. I think we finished a little bit earlier. We must have. Yeah, I think it was a bit of a quieter stream. Emergency surgery for pyometria. What is pyometria? I'll stick with farm cats. No cost associated. Yeah. Even farm dogs. If you have anything wrong with them, they don't. Yeah. You don't really. Farm dogs don't go to the vet. And they get dog kibble, and then that's it. Like they're happy dogs. They get lots of runs. Infected uterus. Oh my goodness. No way. As a small. Was this you didn't get it as a kitten. You got it as like a foster, or like an adopted. Wow. Goodness me. $1,000 for a hysterectomy seems cheap, on the cheaper side. Is it? Oh, I suppose not. This guy, when he went into emergency for it was $1,000 a day. And we were and still so grateful for everybody in the community who were so supportive of us and supportive of Chester. It wasn't for me, Chester, it was all for you. They liked you better. Vet bills are crazy, aren't they? Vets are really expensive. A day of fluids, $800 a day. Yeah. Like Chester wasn't even having procedures and stuff, and it was just $1,000. Or it was $500 every 12 hours. All right. Has anyone ever had to like deal with expensive vet bills before? Have you had animals that have got sick? Oh, I had her since she was maybe 3 months old. She was born in a friend's parents' farm. She went through a heat because I couldn't get her fixed at the time, and it was in highly increases there's. Oh wow! So cats go on heat from really young age. I don't know about dogs. I've never really had a girl dog before. I don't know what age they go on heat, but all right. So thinly sliced steak. I'm going to take the veggies out and then we'll cook the steak and then put the veggies back in. I have two very friendly dogs next to me. Okay. So that goes away. Put this back here now. Like I haven't, other than our Chester's specialist, I've never really had a great experience with vets. I just find that I've never been really feel as though you get the truth or you understand what's going on with a vet when your dogs are sick. We had multiple situations where they want to do stuff and they do these procedures and they don't even ask you permission. Like, like when Chester had Romeo had an ear infection, she just did all these swabs and they ended up costing like a few $100s. And it's like, she didn't even let us know that that's what was going to be, like things that was going to happen. And I get it. Understand that they, you diagnose or look under to see what bacteria it is or whatever. But it's like, tell me that you're going to do that or tell me that it's going to be a few $100s. All right. My middle pup needed surgery to reduce her mouth flaps. Okay. Oh, I was going to say, I was going to make a joke, but I still, Nina, I still don't know how much, like, that's a better joke, Kerry. But like, I never want to like offend anyone, but I was going to make a joke. So just know that I had a joke, but I wanted to be sensitive. Mouth flap. What kind of dog? Okay. I should have heated up the pan way hotter and then started frying it, but it's okay. Okay, so we've got that beef, veggies, rice, beans. So that's really nearly done. The beans need onion as well. Oh, I meant to cook the beans in more. Okay. I'm going to mix the beans and rice together. I feel like that's She's staffy cross and had really loose mouth. It would have kept getting all gross and infected. Oh, wow. Tell us the joke. No. It's not funny anymore. Okay, you can't get offended. I was gonna say, oh, like someone else in the house that has big flaps. But it's lost all its pizzazz now. She takes after her mother. Yeah, we are talking about flaps. It's all Nito's fault. Right. Look at this. It's going to be so good. Right. We bring over our rice, as my grandma would call it, fried rice. Look at this. Printer part I've waited for a week, finally arrived. I was looking at an edible ink printer yesterday. I want it so bad. Okay, look at this. It's beautiful. Fluffy rice. Do. Why don't you slide? So it should be nice and fluffy, like that. Tasty. Other than a CCL scare, Lara's had been healthy so far, cross fingers. Romeo's been really good as well. We think that we joke and say Romeo's going to outlive us all because the dog never gets sick other than the ear infection. But he doesn't like vets, so he's very combative when he does go to a vet. So it's going to be something, we do say that he'll die of something very simple, like a toenail that will get infected or something like that. Like it'll be something that is super, super easy to treat, but then he just will be like a combatant and not let anyone come near him and treat him. Can you get a visiting vet? I suppose, but he'll die like they did in the 1800s. Yeah. We probably could, but the doctor's given us some medication now to like make him drowsy, and I've got to get a new muzzle. Like when he's there, he just gets stressed. So if I can get a muzzle on him in his little tiny little mouth, he's okay, and I like you pat him and everything. And once he's off the table, he's completely fine again. He just gets himself kind of worked up. I don't know, like it seems as he went to a groomer one time and it scared him. And you know, I used to groom him myself, and we used to like, he was fantastic, and then yeah, I don't know, he just got mistreated sometime, and now he doesn't like the groomer really touch his paws, the new one, and yeah, it's a bit odd. Okay. Yum. So we're going to chop some of this up, and then that's going to go in our arepas. Look at this. I don't want to cook it too much because I want to overcook it. I'm going to give that pizza to Chess. Baskerville muzzles. Okay. Cheers. You want some too, Rome? Damn. Sit. Yeah. Sit. Good job. Okay. Beautiful. I'm going to add a little bit more vinegar. acid and a little bit more salt. But that looks amazing. Okay, and then we're gonna put that aside, we're gonna cook our plantains. And this I'm a little bit nervous about. Oil or butter? I used to love the vet's office, thought it was the amazing place where everyone loved on her and gave her peanut butter. Then when she had to go in alone during COVID, she got a little skittish. And the final straw was one of her eye infections where the vet got the paper stuck. Oh, she's terrified of pancakes at the door. Chester used to love the vet as well, but now, like, because he goes so often, he gets poked and prodded, and he just doesn't love getting put on a table. But then he loves his vet. They take him out the back, like, because that's the specialist. They always do the bloods and stuff out the back. And so I just have to sit there and wait and, like, you just wish you were with him, you know what I mean? Okay, so rice, beans, beef, plantains. So I'm gonna fry these in oil, I think. So these are from the Philippines. The bag cost me $19. A whole bag. I don't know what I'm gonna do with them. $19 for a bag of bananas. They didn't come any smaller. So I hope these taste nice. All right. But I think I don't remember. Yeah, so I'm going to cut them on the angle. I don't know. I think Beware, was it? I think Beware, you tipped to help with the cost. And that it was unnecessary, but look at that. They're like more fibrous than a normal banana.
Yes.
Oh no, you didn't need to do that. No. Oh, I thought you had. No. Maybe must have been for Liz for the something. Oh my God, no. Oh. You didn't need to. Oh my goodness. Classic Molly guilt trip. Fuck. Oh, now I feel terrible. What a bitch. Okay, Rome's now growling and he wants food. Okay. Is this how I do it, Roselli? I knew the plantains would be a thing. They're like really unripe bananas. That's how they feel. They're very fibrous. I don't know if you add salt or anything.
Delicious.
For the oil. Thanks. Molly poverty cake, let's go. Oh, you guys are the worst best babel. How do I cook plantains? This recipe actually doesn't have plantains, that's why. Oh, you can take the lid off. Thank you, Kerry, for the $3. Thank you for the tip. Beware, I'm so sorry. Hello, Dexosaurus. See, the lights are faded. We're doing Venezuelan food today. With plantains, I only make tostones, which are the crunchy ones, just thicker. The more it is, the darker it goes. As it runs out, it looks thinner, just the light frequency or whatever. It's extra virgin olive oil. Oh, shivers. Then this one is rice bran oil. See? Smash is the word, not shredded. Tostones, fry, smash, fry again, right? Yeah, they're good. Okay. Ooh, they got a bit of colour on them. Look at that. Damn. Look at these. The best plantains I've ever had, we went to a Cuban restaurant. When Exceed and I were in Orlando. We had Cuban food, it was so good. Smash, and then you fry again. Ooh. We make plantano macho with butter and brown sugar. Okay. Rome, the food's all dried up. You don't get any more. Rome, yeah, it's just that I ate it all. Okay. Okay. So we're gonna get a little bit crunchier. Beans and rice. Did you try the arepas? We're trying them soon. We're gonna make them soon. We're gonna fill them with some cheese and some beef. We're gonna chop up the beef. Okay. I love Hopa Veja from Cuba. My bro-in-law is Cuban and learned, oh yeah. Red rope? What is Hopa Veja? Okay. Mix that in. Shredded beef that has been slowly cooked with onions, peppers, olives. Ooh, that sounds good. Okay. Muchachos. Oh, I think we might want more. Mind me using my clean hands. There we go. There we go. This. Yum. It smells so good. Look at that. Yum. Whoop. What do you think? Eat it on its own and then we'll try. So this is tomatoes, peppers, onions and beef. And then you've got beans and rice and then plantain. All right. So they put their beans, I mix mine together. Theirs is separate. Okay. Let's have a try. Eat this first. Mmm. Yum. Some plantain. Hot. Mmm. Plantain's like sweet and crunchy. It's not as soft, like it's firmer than I've had before. Oh, it's good though. Yum. I think it needs like a sauce, like a hot sauce. I don't really have any Venezuelan hot sauce. Cholula would probably be the closest. Or Tabasco. They eat a lot of Tabasco in South America. When I lived in Brazil, we basically lived on Tabasco. I don't know if they eat in Venezuela. Oh, that's good. Oh, that's really good. My Tabasco is so old it's changed colour. It's no longer like red. That's good. If you ever buy store brand over name brand,
You've got mail.
if you ever buy store brand over name brand at a grocery store, how often would you say that the store brand version is just as good? I think sometimes it can be better. There's apple cider vinegar that I always buy store brand. It's cheaper. It's got the mother in it, it's the way that I like it. There's, oh God, balsamic vinegar is basically nearly exactly the same bottle, store brand to an expensive brand. They're both made in, it says made in Modena, so it's an Italian balsamic. And I would say that they're probably the exact same product, just with different labels, and I buy the store brand version. White vinegar is always own brand. Me too. White vinegar. Let's go into the pantry, Jess. Let's have a bit of this. It's a bit spicy now. I added a bit too much Tabasco. Apple cider vinegar, home brand. So much so that I have the second one. Home brand, I always buy Woolies brand cocoa powder. I really like their cocoa powder from Woolworths. I decant a lot of my stuff, but nuts, some of the nuts I buy home brand. What else? Home brand mustard. Exceed likes this mustard better than French's, I'm pretty sure. What else? Sugar. I usually buy home brand sugar. Brown sugar especially from store-bought. Yeah. It's a whole bunch of stuff. Okay, so great dish. Great recommendation. Beware. I like it a lot. Now we're going to turn this meat into an arepa. Rice just goes back into the rice cooker to stay warm for 3 days. Kidding. Okay, now, so we're gonna make this arepa dish. This is what's next. Oh, I was gonna give Hell's Bells. I need to give you VIP for your answer. Sorry, I usually mute myself. There we go. Okay. Arepas. Hey. This is the recipe we're making now. Okay. So jump to recipe. Okay, so we need 2 cups of masa arepa, which is this flour. And we're gonna add, it says to add some corn flour to it. So, because we have masa haringa where they want arepa flour. So it needs to have some kind of like gluten-ish kind of, not gluten, but like something that will prevent it, like a gluten-free flour. Something that will prevent it from falling apart. So, like that. And I'm gonna add like some type of starch. So I'm gonna use probably tapioca starch. I did have gluten-free, oh here, we've got gluten-free dumpling blend. We'll just go with this. I did a test of gluten-free brownies on the weekend, took them to the family Father's Day lunch, and everyone was like shocked. They couldn't tell the difference. We did almond flour versus gluten-free flour, and they loved them both. There was actually, we couldn't decide which one to go with because everyone was so torn. They didn't know, they couldn't tell that they were gluten-free. They liked both flavors, both variations. So I don't know if I use almonds because I already have that, like I already have almond flour in the bakery, or I buy gluten-free flour specially for the gluten-free brownies. Because maybe someone's allergic to almonds, maybe? I don't know. Okay, so 2 cups of flour. We're gonna add some salt. Hey Google, turn on Alexa. Whatever's cheaper, I guess. Yeah.
Okay.
I prefer
Turning on
almond
Alexa.
flavour, but Exceed likes almond as well. Some of the people in the family like gluten-free flour. It makes it a bit more structure, less like fudgy. But I was like, we're going for fudgy. How many of you, is anyone in the community gluten-free who's here now? All right, so it wants me to add 2 tablespoons of butter. So salt thoroughly combines with the flour, add the melted butter and water, okay? 2 tablespoons of melted butter. Almond can be an allergen, yes, for sure. So we're introducing some fat. So 2 cups of warm water and some fat. I'm going to add this. Yeah, of course, yeah. With our business anyway, there's always going to be cross contamination. There's a risk. We try and do our best to reduce it. You know, making things, if someone is like has a preference for or an allergy to a certain nut or whatever, we make them in the beginning of this, like at the beginning of the day before the baking day. My idea is to bake in the evening and then decorate in the morning, so they sit in the fridge to firm up and to get cold, and then they are decorated. And then as soon as they are decorated, then they are shipped. So they will be like the allergen ones. If someone's gluten-free or allergic or something, we do our best. We can't, obviously I'm not taking risks with someone's health. But if they, we'll do our best to reduce contamination, but people need to be aware. And so it's not, and like things like for the bakery isn't for celiacs. Gluten-free is okay, but not celiacs, because there is a chance of contamination, and I don't want to make anyone hugely sick. Right. So we want 2 cups of water. Like that. And we're going to add our butter in here, and we're going to melt that. Okay. And then with that butter, we're going to also, mozzarella, we're going to also add cheddar. So mozzarella is nice, but it doesn't have a lot of flavour, but it has a lot of like cheese pull. Whereas cheddar has some really nice richness and flavour. So we're going to blend. Hello, welcome in. Andre, how you doing? Andre, if you have a favourite Venezuelan food you could share with us? We're learning to make arepas right now. Don't look too closely in case I do it wrong. We're learning. Okay. Has anyone been to Venezuela before? Leans in. Dex, you make me cry. Okay, so cheese. Have some of these plantain. Yum. I don't remember eating many plantains in Brazil, but I don't know if they're just not common or just my families didn't eat them, but Kelly, my sister-in-law, eats a lot of them in Colombia. All right, so we're just adding this water in gradually with a wooden spoon or a metal spoon. Mixing it so no lumps remain. Adjust the consistency by adding more flour or water as necessary. Okay. As common as rice and beans on the island, and avocado, all 4 is a staple. Wow. Did you see the photo that Dex put in? No, not Dex, Sam. The new avocados that are available in Australia that are like this big. I don't think bigger is better. Like, I'm happy to keep getting small avocados. And I just feel like if you break into an avocado that big, you've got that pressure of eating it, and like it's going to sit in the fridge and be not as good. Whereas if you had a lot of family or a lot of people, a big one would be nice. But often I'm the only one eating avocado in the house, so I eat half and then eat the half the next day. I don't like the pressure of having a massive avocado the size of 4, I think it's like 4 or 6 avocados. Have you seen them, guys? They're massive. Okay. Look at this. Add some more salt. I can see a picture of an avocado from Puerto Rico. It's bigger than one finds in the States. Gotta look at my photo one. Yeah, please do share. All right, so this is cornmeal, a little bit of gluten-free flour, which is basically like tapioca starch, corn starch. That looks good. It says that when it starts to pull away from the bowl, which I think is that. Okay, it says to sit it aside for 5 minutes to hydrate. We can do that. You guys can't even see. Okay. True confession, I've never bought an avocado. I just buy guacamole singles. I didn't know that existed. Happy to see someone who is not from my country make arepas. It's the first time that it happens to me when I get nervous in a stream that a creator makes food from my country. No, it's all good. I don't want you to feel nervous. Thank you for coming in. Please sit back and relax and enjoy the stream. Hope you're doing well. All right. So we're just going to let that cool. And the corn is just going to swell and absorb some of the moisture in there. So we're going to set that aside. And we're going to chop some of this meat up. So we're going to fill the arepas with cheese and some meat. Okay, so we just made, I don't know how to pronounce it, the dish that's linked in chat. Beef, tomato, onion. I'll show you. I don't know if you'll be able to recognize it, but just looking at it. Beef, beans. So good. What was it called? Pablo Criollo? I don't know how to pronounce it. Sorry. From Australia, the west coast of Australia, in a little town called Perth. What area in Venezuela do you live? I got the bowl and I put the beef in the bowl. I was meant to put the cheese in the bowl. Depends on the avo. If it is a Hass avo, it looks purple black, stem is brown. Oh, beware, what question did you ask? Sorry. So I will show you an avocado. Have one here. A Hass avocado is like this. I will show you. So this came, when I got it, it was green. Carne guisada is delicious. Ow. So see how this is kind of going darker, but then you can see green bits? That means it's not ripe yet. If you can press, it's still firm. Whereas this is the color, this is a bit darker, this is overripe. But this is kind of the color that you're going for, like a darker brown. Like more this color, see? Makes sense? It's dark, too dark. But yeah, so you want to be able to press it. Do you know my country? Didn't you say you were from Venezuela? Okay. So that there, and then we're gonna beef. Now back onto what I was doing. Beef. Yeah, firm is bad, but soft, too soft is bad as well. You want it like a slightly firm. Okay. Okay, so we're gonna get some beef and meat here and some veggies. I'm gonna chop it up really small so it fits nicely. No squish. You don't know, want no scrub or squish. You get no love from me, okay? You can hang out the passenger side of your best friend's ride, but you're gonna get no squish from me. Okay. All right. Just to break it up a little bit so it's easier to fit in our arepa. Like that. Beautiful. I wanna hear it. Okay. Go here. So it says grab 3 tablespoons of the dough. Makes it like maybe like that. Okay. And then form a ball, press gently the dough between the palms to flatten. Okay. Pay attention so you don't leave cracks. Okay. So you gotta roll and then like flatten. You don't want cracks, it says. It's a bit hard, but okay. Using the cheese, make a well in the center of the bowl before flattening. Okay, so we're gonna get this cheese. Like that. A bit more. Beautiful. Pinch this together. Okay. I don't know how thin they're supposed to be. Yeah, that looks good. Okay, so then we're gonna go here. Oil. Okay, so arepa number 1. Done. Shower and get dressed for the day. No worries. Pick up, pick up. That. And kind of just pull this into the middle. And then flatten it. 12:15 on a work day. Hey, sometimes I don't even get out of my pajamas. That I'm lucky because I wear activewear. Like, so I don't really wear pajamas. I wear like a shirt. Like I wear a shirt like this to bed. This may not be the shirt that I slept in, but it might be. And then you're just lucky if you put a bra on. If there's someone coming to the door, you got a visitor. Oh, beware, I gotta check. You messaged, thank you for just checking your message. Just reminded me. 4 in stock currently, damn it. I need 10. I don't know if you can contact the company directly. I'm trying to get these chocolate molds from the US, and Beware's been helping me because there's these specific ones that I want that I can't find them anywhere else. So Molly, you're streaming in your PJs, maybe? I don't know. Well, I sleep with a shirt and like no pants. So I just put pants on, tracky pants on top. But usually I change my top. Today, I thought that it was okay. It's a Keisha. If you guys know Australian brand, it's called Keisha. It's their activewear range. Not activewear, loungewear range. Harry, the shirt is called Harry, from a set called Harry. It's very comfy. I bought them years ago. They're so good. Okay. Oh, we can go now. Ready? Are you ready? Look at that. That one's a bit, it's going to break out through, but I'm so excited. And then these ones, they're all cheese. Now we're going to do meat. Do we do meat and cheese or just meat? What do you think? Want some onion and some peppers. I feel like we've got to do some cheese. A little bit of cheese. And now I've added too much filling. I don't know how I'm going to do the topping. There we go. I love corn flour, a cornmeal like this, like corn tortillas. They're so good. I just love the flavour. I bet Jay could get down on these. I mean, me too, but he loves sort of stuffed dough. Yeah. It's going to be so good. They're crunchy. Like fresh corn tortillas, where it's all corn, is so good. In Australia, when you buy corn tortillas, it's like corn and flour mixed together to make them more pliable. They suck. Oh. These remind me of pupusas. I don't really understand the difference. I know Rosalie shared, but they're nice and crispy. Okay. Oh, hold on. You split. Oh, okay. You just pan fry them with cheese and then you split them and put stuff inside. So you don't put the. Oh, okay. You don't put the fillings in. You do that later. Okay. Okay. So it says, once they're fried, you split them. My bad. Hurry up and cook. I'm hungry. I'm so excited. So excited. Does anyone know, Andre, I don't know if you're still here, but does anyone know a Venezuelan dessert? Because the dessert that I had in my mind, I had written down, I couldn't find cassava yesterday, so I thought I'd leave it up to you guys. I mean, I'm obsessed with this. Plantain is so good. He said it's like not proper plantain, but it tastes like plantain. Hurry up. Cook quicker. I just squeezed that one and some cheese came out. Yum. Get a little plate. They're on really high heat. Nom nom nom. You ready? We're gonna take this one out because I'm so hungry. Is that meat? No, this one's meat. We'll try him out. Okay. Are you ready? Molly Reppers. Molly Reppers. Ready? Ready? Oh, it's so hot. It did say to let them cool. Oh God. Oh my God, look at this. Oh, wow, so hot. Oh, look at that. Oh, yum. Still going. Yum. Venezuela was a good idea. I want them to be crunchier. They're tasty though. Definitely, I'm happy we didn't do just mozzarella because mozzarella is a bit plain and boring. My taste tester is waiting. So I think you do this. You split open like that and then put a bit of your meat and your veg in and then eat it like that. I think that's how you meant to eat it. Yum. That's oil, that's no oil, look at that. Would you guys eat these? What do you think? Would you try them? On their own, they're really yummy, but better with fillings like meat. Uh-oh, we got a blowout. All right, who's out? Oh, dropped him. Oh, my nose. Look at that. Look at these guys. Pop, no, oh, shivers. God damn. Oh, dropped him. He's molten. What do you think? Would you try him? Do you want it on a wrapper? These are good. I'm gonna try it with some plantain in the middle. Plantain, cheese. No, slightly sweet, delicious. What else could we put in them? This food is delicious. Wow. I think we can make 2 more. Just kind of like knead them. Softens it up. Press. That. And you want to put your cheese in there. Press it down. Shredded cheese is going to melt quicker, but it also runs the possibility of coming out the sides, so you've got to be careful. Okay. Pinch the edges together. You want the edges pinched well because then there won't be any cheese leakage. We don't do cheese leakage around here. Fanny, does that may have all ingredients? Could you please? Cool. Okay, one more. Four would be, in total doing that twice, would be 32. Okay. All right. Cheese. Here. Thank you. Oh, that one's a good one. Look at that. Big sucker. Okay. So I'm just doing this. Whoop. Here. Just kind of like pinching. There we go. Kind of like roll it into a bowl type thing. And then flatten. It's a bit thin here in the middle. Just fill up some holes. Nice. Beautiful. Okay. And then this one here, I'm going to see if we can cut this. Split it with the cheese in the middle. Oh, yeah. Look at that. Replace this, some of this cheese, like that. There we go. Give that a twig seed. Put this extra bit of cheese in there. See if he wants plantain. All right, I'll be back. Alrighty. Okay. He's crispy. Okay. Probably could have gone with a bigger pan, couldn't we, guys? Couldn't we? Alright, I'm gonna check this Discord for the dessert. Ba-ba-da-ba-na-na. Wash my hands. So what the recipe says is like once the arepas are like out of the fry pan, you need to let them cool for a bit because it's like really molten. You need like 2-3 minutes just to let them cool down because like this is still warm, but the cheese is kind of softened. Wrong button. There we go. Like this is way too hot and it's like wet in there. Like it's really, whereas this, still warm, the cheese is kind of softened, firmed up slightly. So just run your knife around like this. Like that. Flip the lid off. Cheese. Then you add your meat. Beautiful. Wonder if we could put some, where's my this bit of rice in there. Just a little bit, rice and beans. Make it a full meal. So in Brazil, you have something called acarajé, which is from the more northern region, and it's seafood based. It's very similar to like this. I've never made it, but I just remember eating it. It was delicious. And you have like little prawns and... I haven't done a lot of Brazilian food on stream before. Okay, look at this. Pedal's too far away. Look at that. Do you eat this? It's like a full meal in one. A bit messy. Amazing.
Yeah, both of those are good.
You like them?
Supposed to be a sandwich or a pocket?
I don't know, both. Do you want a plain cheese one?
Oh, yeah, probably. Oh, I wouldn't wash my hands.
I wouldn't wash your hands, yeah. This one's plain cheese. And then there's that if you want to try that.
Steel plastic coat?
Yep.
How they do it on the streets?
That's how they do it on the streets. Have it with a bit of Tabasco, or like the beef with a bit of Tabasco or Cholula's nice.
So, it's good, But I think you know what I'm going to say.
Too messy.
No.
Oily?
Yeah, but no.
What?
It'd be better if it was flour.
Oh, God. It wouldn't be better if it was flour.
Wrong.
Why?
Corn doesn't make good dough, though.
Corn... Because it's falling apart?
Just a taste.
The taste is so good. Thank you, Beware. It's been so good.
The plantains are pretty
Just
cool.
don't feed Exceed tonight.
The plantains are pretty cool.
The plantain are really good. I'm going to cook some more, actually.
So they're actual banana.
Yeah, these are like a Filipino banana. Yeah.
Huh?
It's not like a banana like an Australian banana.
Okay, but why are you doing Filipino banana on Argentinian Day?
Because these are the closest we couldn't find South American plantains. So this is the closest thing we could find. Which is, I think, very, very, very similar to a normal plantain.
Fine. And you have a normal plantain?
Yeah, so have you, the Cuban place.
Oh.
Do you want some beans and rice? If it wasn't corn, it would be a pupusa. Is pupusa flour? I thought pupusa was also corn.
So want some what?
Kerry said if it wasn't corn, it would be a pupusa. No, corn is pupusa. Oh, this is corn. This isn't a pupusa, this is an arepa. This is an arepa, which is basically like a pupusa. Hey Google, what's the difference between a pupusa and a arepa?
Sorry, I didn't understand.
I've been... Get out of here, Google. Okay, so Exceed and I are now obsessed with these bananas. They're so good. They're like savoury but like slightly sweet. They're like old school how bananas used to be. Look at the seeds in there. Big babies. It's like there's 3 like areas of seeds. But this is very fibrous. And then there's 3 areas that are squishy. There, 3 that are like softer and sweeter. Pretty cool. Okay, looking at this dessert. I'm gonna stop eating these. They're so good. Okay. Arepas are pre-cooked cornmeal with like hot water. That's what I did. And pupusas are normally cooked on the griddle. Where are arepas usually cooked? Excuse me, you're in the way, Chew. That way. Go this way. Have a piece of beef over here. Grilled or baked? These say, hold on. This says on a large cast iron pan, fry the arepas in batches, flipping once. Yeah, you say pan fry. Okay. I don't know. All right. Beware posted a recipe for me in All Things Food. Oh, I did look at these. These were the, yeah, I saw these. Okay. Let's see if we can make them. What ingredients? Papitas de leche, milk truffles. Okay. So you need sweetened condensed milk and powdered sugar and cloves. Dry whole milk, so it needs milk powder. Interesting. Nito, have you ever had plantains? Look how beautiful these things are. Hey Google, are plantains healthy?
On the website healthline.com, they say, the high amount of potassium found in plantains is essential for maintaining the cell and body fluids that control your heart rate and blood pressure. The fiber in plantains also helps lower your cholesterol, which in turn keeps your heart functioning at its best. Potassium found in plantains is essential for
So Google, you're saying that I should eat a lot more of them and they'd be good fiber for my tummy. Okay. Milk powder, sweetened condensed milk, and powdered sugar. Makes me nervous. But we're gonna try it. It's very similar to, these truffles are very similar to something that I used to eat. I think they're called beijinhos in Brazil. That is like a, they have a brigadeiro, which is a condensed milk, cocoa, butter truffle. And then they have the beijinhos, which are like a condensed milk, powdered sugar version. But I don't know how I'm going to do with the smell of milk powder. It kind of disgusts me. Like milk powder, growing up on a farm, we used to give it to our lambs. And I don't think milk powder has a good smell to it. But I'll try. So I'm going to use like a quarter of this recipe. So we're going to do half a cup of milk powder. Got my mini pan, because we don't need many. Okay. So, half a cup of milk powder. This is full cream milk powder. Okay, now we need 3 1/4 cups divided by 4, so 390 grams divided by 4, 390 divided by 4, 97 grams of sugar. Okay. Where'd the sugar go? Do you like powdered milk? In South America, they have an obsession with powdered milk. There's so many things. I'm only can really talk about Brazil because I used to live there, and that's all my familiarity lends. But I've seen a lot of recipes come out of like Colombia as well, which have powdered milk. What did I say, 97 grams? Oh my God. That's 70 grams, oh my God. Okay. Add sweetened condensed milk and stir with a spatula. 397 grams divided by 4 is 99 grams. Okay. I made my most recent ricotta. Really? You can do that? How did it taste? Don't lie to me. How did it really taste? That is, I've never heard of that. Okay. So this is condensed milk in a squeezy tube. It's so good. You can always have condensed milk on hand and don't have to open a whole jar or can, whatever you call it. Can, tin. I like that you can make the milk creamier by adjusting the water to powder ratio. Okay. So you use nothing else, just powdered milk and water, and then an acid? Okay. Interesting. Okay. So. It says mix dry powdered confection in a milk bowl. Add sweetened condensed milk and stir with spatula until smooth and firm. Oh wait, what? We don't. This is what? You don't heat it? Oh my god. You just eat it like this? Oh gosh. This whole time I thought we were gonna cook it. I don't know how I feel now. Oh my god, it's so firm. I feel like I'm gonna need to get like my hands in there.
You've got mail.
You've got mail. Remember when Molly told us 10 minutes ago to read the recipe twice? Shut up. You can make them as big or small as you want. Mine are 2 teaspoon size. Okay. Yeah, that's for you guys. I don't read recipes very often. I just make it up. I just see the ingredients and I make it up as I go. Okay. Oh god, this is a weird texture. It's got so much sugar in here, it's gonna taste like, I don't know what it's gonna taste like. And then you roll them in sugar? What the heck? Add a clove on top. My milk powder, like hers is like white. Mine is like yellow. White Australian cows that are in. I'm hoping that I'm like pleasantly surprised. All right, moment of truth. I'm gonna roll it into a bowl. Okay. Still very sticky. It is so sweet. Oh. Oh. Excuse me. Oh my God, it is like gritty sugar. It's like really grainy. Like it's not terrible, but it's really gritty. And oh my God, it is so sweet. I think I'll stick with my arepas. Oh, I feel like maybe I didn't make it right. And I did follow the recipe. So it said, roll into bowls. Note you can make them as big or small as you want. Mine are about 2 teaspoons size. Put them on parchment, add a clove on top. I don't know why you would add a clove on top. It's not like you could eat a clove. And enjoy. Dry powdered milk. I feel like Australian powdered milk isn't like American powdered milk. I need to get my hands on some American powdered milk. Oh. Be sure to store these in a dry, sealed container. They're perfect for gatherings, get-togethers. Honey, no. Nah. Okay, so I'm gonna figure out how I can make these into something so I don't waste all these ingredients. Maybe I'm thinking like heating it. So what I'm thinking is I heat it, the sugar will start to dissolve the milk powder maybe? Ooh. Have you ever had Calacand? It's a sweet made with sugar, milk sugar and cardamom. No. Just 3 ingredients. So it's like condensed milk, because that's milk and sugar. It's basically like boiling that to make condensed milk. Cardamom, I love cardamom. I've always said cardamom is like the most underappreciated spice. People don't appreciate and respect cardamom like they should. Still warm. Yum. Okay. Are you team papusa, team truffle, or team beef and beans and rice? What have you enjoyed so far? So we kind of want to just see what this can turn into. I suppose you can mix it with milk to make like a kind of like a malted milk drink. I don't know. Hey Nito, isn't your holiday coming up soon? Are you going to Fiji or where are you going? Maldives? Press the heat milk. Add acid to curdle. Oh, okay. And then add sugar and cardamom until it's, oh, so it's like kind of like a ricotta. That's cool. Better. Like cardamom, try son padi, another Indian confection. The one Indian food that I've had, it's like those bowls that are like basically dripped in sugar. What are they? Maldives early next year, but a few days away on Great Ninja. Fabulous. I thought it was Maldives. You were going to Maldives for your birthday. Soan Padi. Ooh, okay. Subcontinent gram flour, all-purpose flour, ghee, sugar. Yeah, that one. Gulab jamun, or too sweet for Miss O'Malley. Look at this. Look at the way this behaves. Blah. Look at that. So much sugar in this it will start to caramelize. But I just want to see if we can dissolve this graininess. But the best, still to this day, the best really sweet dessert is baklava. Turkish pistachio baklava is the best. Don't come at me with this walnut or the peanut. Pistachio is the best, baby. My fave. Yeah. Are you the real McCoy? Are you the real McCoy? Have you tried rasgulla? Rasgulla? No. Maybe not. Maybe I've seen it. I don't even know what to do with this. So, brigadeiro is, maybe I'll add some cocoa powder to this, make it taste better. Well, it's still so grainy. Oh. Oh my goodness. I don't know what to do with it. Like, it looks more syrupy, but it's still very grainy. Is gulab jamun is made from milk solids, flour and sugar, while rasgulla is made from cottage. Oh, I like cottage cheese. I have cottage cheese here. Okay, so I'm gonna add a little bit of milk. Let's change color slightly, that caramelization. I'm gonna add a little bit of milk to see if we can get something going. Make our own Venezuelan inspired dessert. Look at that. I think I'm good. I think this dessert isn't for me. Is there any other Venezuelan desserts we can try? Oh. Oh. I don't know. I think we should quit while we're ahead. You know what is good though? Plantain and arepas. Come in. In. Could it be used as an icing? No. It doesn't taste very nice. Like, I don't know if people like the taste of milk powder, but it is like super grainy. I just can't get over the texture. Like, what do you think? You're gonna have some? Huh? You're gonna have some cheese. This Chester. #1 sous chef, hey? Hey Antamina, welcome in. Doing good. We're making some delicious food and some other stuff. Okay, so this, can you just see the texture? Like, it's just so grainy. It doesn't feel good in your mouth. Like, I'm glad I did a quarter of the recipe. It's meant to be truffles. No, it's a no from me. Venezuela, you've got some delicious food. You got to work on your desserts. What else have we got? We were going to make bonillos, but we couldn't find any cassava flour or cassava to make them. They're like donuts. Okay, we could flan, but we did flan before. You guys know what flan is. Golfeados, a sweet savoury pastries, excellent dessert. Okay. Quesillo is flan of queso, it's a cheese flan. Tres leches. We were meant to make tres leches earlier in the week. It's oh my God. Hey Google, who invented tres leches cake? Do we
On
make
the
tres
website,
leches?
theplanzarestaurant.com, they say, tres leches as we know it is a fixture in all of Latin American cuisine. While there is some lively debate on whether Nicaragua is the birthplace of the milky cake, the general consensus is that Mexico holds the strongest claim to that honor.
Do it. Can't make anything with corn, fresh corn. Arroz con leche. So, rice pudding, Venezuelan's rice pudding. Let's make that in the pressure cooker. Who likes? So Venezuela's variation of rice pudding. Let's do this. In Portuguese, you say arroz. Vestidos de coco. Bisbesitos. De coco. Vegan Puerto Rican coconut. Oh, coconut kisses. Okay. But they're Puerto Rican, it says. Like Puerto Rican macarons. Macaroons, sorry, not macarons. All right. Let's just try this rice pudding. We've got rice. And we like rice. Okay. Tradition carried out with Egypt and Levant, rice pudding, Ramadan. Full cream milk, condensed milk, white rice, sugar, butter. Damn. Okay. I'm gonna cheat. I'm gonna use the rice that we've already got, cooked rice. We're gonna make it a small portion. Have you tried the rice pudding from All In Together? If he likes rice pudding, just saying, the one from All In Together cookbook is really good. Okay. So because this rice is like semi-cooked, or like you can keep cooking. I'm just gonna rinse the seasoning off it. And then we're gonna add milk and condensed milk and spices. It's just a cheats way. Okay. This. So the one in for All In Together, our cookbook for a pressure cooker, you can make it on the stove really easily. Okay. So into here we're going to add milk. And cook it just as you would. So condensed milk, sugar, unsalted butter. We use salted around here, so suck on that. touch of salt just to balance out the flavours. Tablespoon of butter. There we go. And then this uses spices, so we want cinnamon sticks. Cinnamon stick. Unsalted butter makes me sad. And then lime zest, okay. Some ground cinnamon. Lime zest is interesting. We're basically going to keep cooking this till it softens, because the way I cook my rice in the pressure cooker is like al dente, so it's still a little bit firmer. It's got to be good. Unsalted butter is all I buy. The French pastries command. I'm sorry, don't agree. Salted butter. It's an old way of baking. I know you can control the amount of salt and everything, but this makes it better. Salted butter makes it better. I make like croissants and things with it. This is my personal preference. I always tell people, many of them are one product. All right, so we're running out of condensed milk. So what you do is take the lid off like this. And usually I wash this out, but I only did it last week before. Your eyes. We use a lot of condensed milk today. So just get another tin like this. And then just fill it up. How many people buy salted butter? How many buy unsalted? Like the never-ending jar. Salted. Excuse me, Jew. Just where to listen. Either I just have to pay attention. You buy both salted butter and normal butter? To be honest, I cook more than I bake, so the salt content doesn't matter. Even with salt, like even with baking, but I just find that like Australian butter is lightly salted. Hey, and Tamina, thank you for the 5 gift subs. Thank you for gifting to the community. I like unsalted for baking. I use salted for everything else. Nice. Happy sub whatever. Thank you. Our partner anniversary was last week. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you for the resub. Appreciate you. Oh, it's September. Oh Yeah, truly. Now I remember. It's September. Okay. Still needs more. Six-month subs are 30% off. Damn. Okay. And then we're going to add a little bit of cardamom. My son. Ginger. Yeah, whatever spices you like. Happy September! Hey Claire, how you doing? My father wasn't around. Yum. Don't do what I did and use leftover rice. Cook fresh rice. There's a slight hint of chicken. Can't really taste it, but it's there. I'm just trying to add more spices to get rid of it. I thought it wouldn't matter, but it matters. Oh, I need the lemon zest. Maybe that will take it away. Today has been a great success. I don't know if you're being sarcastic. Great success. And what are we doing next week? What cuisine? Belgian? Is that right? The lime's really good, lemon's really good. According to the earlier poll results. Apparently Philippines. Patiently waiting Philippines. Yeah, I'm excited to do Filipino food. We're going to start with countries that we don't really do the cuisine of, or like we don't really know too much. I wanted to make some like obscure recipes. Got to find the ingredients as well. There is a Nigerian food store that's opened up in town. Yum. I think this just the rice needs more cooking. It's not as soft as it should be. My auntie and uncle just got back from South Africa and they didn't eat bunny chow. It's one of the big foods from South Africa that I know. They'd never heard of it, never come across it. I'm weird. Like if someone's going to a country, I'll give you like a, not weird, but like I would give people a list of like foods to try. Like that's what we do. Like when we go to a different country, like in Nepal, we had a list of foods that we wanted to try. Or like when we're in the US, in certain states, we had different like foods that we wanted to try. Okay. Enjoying the Around the World stream, would you ever consider doing Husha? I never know how to pronounce it. Husha cuisine. Joking. Well, I can start with my mug. This make me a Hushan. My pedal is in the wrong spot today. Look at this. Meat, potatoes and corn. And then I've got it. There's no food on here, is there? Popcorn? I don't know what that is. That looks like a dessert, but I think it's a building. An apple. And pie. What is your like? Different states have different like state pies, like theme pies. Like, for instance, I think of like Florida. I think of like key lime pie. Is that a thing? Like, you Americans love pies. So like, do you have like, you know how you have state foods? Do you have state pies? Look, anything is food. It depends how dedicated you are. I could eat that wagon or that button. You could, yeah. As Kat says, you can try anything once. I've eaten the horse. She has. No water bottle. You guys gotta tell me to hydrate more often. It's all your fault. Told homie Joe, key lime pie is huge here. We don't have key limes, we have Tahitian limes, but I made key lime pie with Tahitian limes, and they're good. Our laundry starts getting installed tomorrow, all the cabinets, and then Exceed said, he's always said, I'm like, oh, I can't wait to do the backyard, or I can't wait to do anything else, you know, in our wardrobes in our room. He goes, as soon as the laundry's done, you can do whatever you want. So the laundry is getting done from tomorrow, and then I'm thinking, the lime's got me an idea of doing the backyard, putting some lime trees. Some fruit trees in. What is it? Is that what he calls it, Nito? The Missouri state pie is butterscotch. Our state dessert is the ice cream cone due to the St. Louis World Fair. They invented the ice cream cone in St. Louis. Meet me in St. Louis for a ice cream on a cone. Okay, so Nito says, I've eaten the horse, and Kerry said, is that what he calls it, Nito? Kerry. She was talking about flaps before. Children, you are always so dirty. Coming from Grumpy, wash your mouth out with soap. We just can't do that to Grumpy's husband because he likes it. S. McCoy, you are from the US? Because it's very interesting. I know someone whose last name is like McCoy and their first name is like Sam. And like sometimes I just like stream in my little bubble and I don't think of like real life people being on stream. And I was like thinking, oh my God, like, is this someone I know? And now that you said that I'm assuming that you're from the US, you're definitely not that person. And you also say you cook as well. That's definitely not them. Music is muted. Because I touched my ear. The state pie is unofficial, by the way. And yes, St. Louis pronounced Louis, St. Louis. But the song is St. Louis. Meet me in St. Louis. So I always thought it was St. Louis, not St. Louis. Well, both. I'd say both. Roger that. I would love to try it. I'm a reformed person. Pff, get out of here. When's Jeff's appointment, by the way? How are you feeling? Okay, World's Fair is the origin of the ice cream cone. Wow. So before the World's Fair in St. Louis, how did they eat ice cream? In a bowl. Louisville sounds like Louisville. Okay. St. Louis. We're not going to meet in St. Louis, we're meeting in St. Louis. with a spoon, but in a bowl. Okay. Hey Google, when was the ice cream cone invented?
On the website itfa.org, they say, the first ice cream cone was produced
Oh,
in
shit.
1896 by Italo Marcioni. Marcioni, who emigrated from Italy in the late 1800s, invented his ice cream cone in New York City.
Oh, that's Orkies. So, did he then take it to St. Louis? The mama is still stressed, but we will have to wait and see and hope it doesn't, he grows something he grows out of, yeah. Blood test yesterday, little man fainted and then he had little Chuck. Oh, poor little guy. He'll be good. He's up until going to the doctor, he's been like, other than the cold, he's been fit and healthy. You don't ask the same question to this response. But I'm more mature than that. Oh my God. The cone making thing was patented beforehand, but oh, it was a debut. It was debuted. Okay. Makes sense. It was like shown off to the world at the World Fair. That's really cool. Why don't they have more World Fairs? Like the Olympics. I suppose it's, when you think of it, like, CES is like a world fair for tech. And E3 used to be. We had Expo 88. What is Expo 88? Is that 1988? You guys are old. Look, you're aging yourselves. Grumpy, don't kill me. Hey Google, what is Expo 88?
According to Wikipedia, World Expo 88, also known as Expo 88, was a specialized expo held in Brisbane, the state capital of Queensland, Australia, during a 6-month period between Saturday the 30th of April 1988 and Sunday the 30th of October 1988, inclusive.
Illinois. I know it's spelled in Illinois. Did people say it Illinois? The Eka. Did the Eka then, like, what? Oh, you're 84. I was like, what? You said it was 88. Yeah, okay. So it was the Expo 88 then became the Eka. De Soto? Is that what you're saying? I'm 92, baby. All right. So I think we did a good job with Venezuelan food. Let's serve up. I love meeting everyone from different areas, different countries. All you Midwesterners. I don't know if it's just because the time zone matches up, but I feel like a high portion of our community members that are from the US are from the Midwest. Because we're awesome. You know, Midwest is probably the only place in the US that I haven't really been. We went, where did we go? Where did we go? Yeah, so we went down the coast on both sides and down around like that. I haven't got up the top, haven't been in the middle. Is Nashville? Where wouldn't, like, that's not the Midwest, is it? Is this cream good? Yeah. Oh no, Nashville is not the Midwest. Okay. Then I have not been. Memphis? Was that the South? I get confused where the Mason-Dixie line is and what we call the South and what we call the Midwest, and Tennessee. Yeah? Is Tennessee the Midwest? Okay. Nashville is in the South. Okay. Nashville is the South. Memphis is the South, I'm assuming. Look at that. It's a Venezuelan spread. Have a taste of this. Why is a cigar in there? You can smoke your cinnamon if you want, or just take it out just for decoration. Yum. Still a little bit firm. Probably needs a little bit more cooking. Oh, guys, so hot. Sorry, Rome. It's very warm on your tongue. Just as it's been outside smelling. Runs in when Rome comes. Look at that. What is your DOTD? Meat, rice, beans, plantains, arepas, or rice pudding? The non-papusas? Look at that cheese. Yum. Yum. Arroz con leche? Honestly, if you like roast pudding, Chester, you don't do that to other dogs. Let's go. Oh no, it broke off a leaf. Guys. Well, I put it in the breakfast section because some people eat rice pudding for breakfast, but it is a dessert for us. Oatmeal, egg bites. You have to try it, please. Please do it for me. This. Look how good that photo looks. Chai spiced rice pudding. You can make it on the stove. It's really yummy. It's really yummy. Pick up the ebook or the physical book. All in together. Pick up first things first too. Make it delicious. Delicious. I have that book. And some of them you can see they're people's favourite. Like Shaddy's favourite dish was apple pecan oatmeal. And then Titan Bronco, his favourite was the tomato and feta pasta. Levy this is a new family favourite in our house for the birria beef. You've got pulled pork, which was the favourite of Taryn. Desserts. Roselli was the berry cheesecake. There's like a flan in here. Appleberry crumble. Chocolate self-saucing pudding. We haven't made one of them in a while. Oh my goodness. But look at all the foods we made. S. McCoy, thank you for being here. It's really lovely to meet you. Hopefully we can see you again. There's a place here who did fresh fried pupusas every Thursday. You don't get them anymore? Or they're not around anymore, Kerry? Oh. They retired. Damn them. Damn them. My auntie's partner, he's been around. You can basically call him uncle. He always used to buy cabana, like cabanossi, sauce, like dried sausage. And we were talking to him because he had to find a new butcher. And I said to him, you know, where did yours go? Because it was like most of my life, he always bought cabana for my granddad and us. And on the weekend, he was saying that he had to find a new butcher, and it's not as good as going around to find different like Greek butchers. Oh, I don't know if it's Greek, but He was saying that the old one retired, that he was really busy, but he was getting too old, so they had to retire. And it's like, you know, some people don't have families that will carry on for them. We have a farmer's market stand that makes pupusas and plantains. That sounds divine. I miss a good farmer's market. The one around us isn't great. Like, they don't do a lot of fresh fruit and veggies. I would like to go more up into Perth and go to our old one. It was the best. Okay, guys, all things flatbread on Friday's stream. We're gonna do flatbreads and we're gonna do some pizzas. I gotta make some dough. Shit, I gotta do that this afternoon. Make some dough, and tomorrow I'll do a brownie stream. We're doing a website stream. I'd love your advice and your opinions on the website, how it's going, and like feedback of other companies you've seen. Thank you so much, M. Potzler, for sharing the Marshmallow Company. I really am loving their website and getting some ideas from it. So thank you, because it's very, very pared back and very simplistic, and I really like that style, easy to read and understand. I'm loving when you guys share ideas like that. Thank you. How long do you think till your marshmallows arrive? Put in Discord. I'd love to see what flavors you got. Oh, it's arriving at Christmas time. Wow. Cool. I did see the advent calendar. Fabulous. All right. Thank you for those who have supported the channel. Subs, resubs for September. So if you're interested in subscribing to the channel and supporting or gifting subs, there's a bunch of discounts at the moment. If you sub for 3 months or 6 months, and I think next week or the week after it starts, where if you cheer bits, then Twitch adds another extra or something like that. Yeah, thank you for the people who've followed. If you aren't following, hit the follow button. Let's send you off over to where should we go? Oh, we haven't rated Colin in a while. He is I think he does bartending. Collino, Collino. He's doing shots. Let's go and raid. He's starting a Starlight kickoff stream. Guests at the bar. This sounds fun. They're doing shots and making cocktails with friends. Thank you everyone for being here. Hit the this button. Hit the follow button. Come and hang out with us Monday, Wednesday, Friday in the kitchen. Tuesdays and Thursdays we'll be in the office. We're going to do some preparing for our brownies business to start. And we're going to start figuring out how we're going to stream in the new kitchen. Maybe I'll take you there next week. But thank you everyone for being here. Thank you for your support. Thank you mods for keeping everything in check and notes and things like that from what I've said. Really appreciate it. And thank you for the theme. Beware's Redemption for the Venezuelan dish. Made us do the Venezuelan food. And so if you like this type of content and you want to see different cuisines get made, let me know. Looks like we're going to do Belgium food next week. Okay. Take care, brush your hair, be good to yourself and those around you. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.